Good morning, everybody. It's Patty with Patty's Purse and Pounds. Going into the dark. So it's early, it's 6 a.m. Unfortunately, my beautiful daughter Grace was up from 1:30 till about 2:30, even closer to 3, I think. So I know, you know what I'm going to say. If you've been listening to me for a little while, you know what I'm going to say. I should have stayed up. Because honestly, I feel very tired. So, I feel tired. And I do have the kind of job where I just sit at a desk and I'm certainly busy. Oh, the moon is beautiful. Beautiful moon. I think it's a full moon today, 12/4. It's beautiful. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, I should have stayed up because I just feel more tired when I go back to sleep and then get up in like 2 or 3 hours. But that's okay. I'll keep pressing on. I'm going to press on. I'm headed into work. I just realized actually last night or this morning that I worked 4 hours on Saturday and I didn't plug those hours in for last week. I took sick time and vacation time. Not a lot of sick time because I didn't have sick time, but I really could have put in for like an 8-hour day, and I didn't. So I'm going to really definitely use those 4 hours for this week, and probably just leave earlier on either Friday or probably Friday. Oh, so it's been busy. Been getting a lot done, and I don't know if I told you guys that I asked my boss for a raise and to be put on salary. Because I can't work over 40 hours, or she doesn't want me to work 40 hours, or furthermore, she doesn't pay me when I work over 40 hours. So I just take any hours that I work over 40, and I, kind of use, like, I bank them. It's not a lot. It's like anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours a week sometimes, and I just bank them. And like yesterday I had Grace's appointment, so I worked 6 hours, so now I'll put in for the 2 hours, 2 additional hours from Saturday. So it kind of all washes out in the end. So honestly, I'd rather her just give me a raise, a couple dollar raise, and then let me just work what I want to work. Because sometimes I'd rather come in early on like a weekend, and I know it sounds weird. I do enjoy my job and I do like to work, but if I can come in or stay later, or really I'd rather actually stay later, I guess, because end of the year there's like filing to do, there's like putting stuff in boxes and getting rid of stuff and purging and etc. And it's I'd rather just get it done when it's quiet and the phone's not ringing. Our phone doesn't ring a lot, but certainly we get a lot of text messages from the guys in the field. Hey, can you do this? Hey, I can't, blah, 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 blah. So, we'll see. She hasn't said anything yet, but I'm sure that she's read the email because she acknowledged another email that I had sent. So, maybe she's thinking about it. And it doesn't have to be right now. My 4 year is coming up in January, so I certainly want like a evaluation done. 4 years is a good amount of time. And I have no interest in leaving. I don't have any interest in leaving. I'm comfortable there. I'm comfortable with, I have a good rapport with the guys in the field, and so I have no intention of leaving. But I do, and I don't need to say but. So I don't have any intention of leaving, period. However, I do want to be compensated for what I'm worth and what I do, and I do quite a bit there. So, everything from payroll to accounting to speaking to the accountants if there's a problem, researching the problem, to manpower and etc. So that's my story. I'm sick of it. All right. I didn't weigh myself. I've only weighed myself like once this week, and it was like at nighttime when I was there before a shower. And I was just, back to 222.0, which just means I lost I had gained 0.4, I think, on my vacation, and then obviously damages it. Okay. So, that's pounds. I'm doing well. I'm happy with that. Purse is going well as well. One thing that I did last night for myself that actually got my husband a little in a twist about. I did minutes. I finished the minutes that I had been doing, and then I took my journal. I went into the living room. The tree was on. The tree was lit. No TV, and I journaled. I journaled quite a bit about some lessons that I'm learning this year, later on this year, like in November, December, some things that I'm kind of learning about myself. And I just spent some good time with my planner. I have a year-end insert that I got for free from Hemlock and Oak because I'm a subscriber to them. I haven't bought any of their journals, but if you subscribe to their newsletter, sometimes they send you freebies, and one of them is this year-end review. I'm pretty sure I didn't pay for it. I know it's Hemlock and Oak though, because I looked at it again. But I need to I want to spend time with myself to think about this year and think about what my goals are for the new year. And as I've said on Monday in my Before Dawn report, I haven't spent a lot of time doing creative journaling this year just because I've been so busy with minutes. Like last night, there was 2 live meeting minutes that I have to now transcribe. So, if they're on the website, yes, I can do it. I can do one today, And this is my side hustle. So again, if I don't do them, I don't get paid, right? I know one of the towns did pay me some, but they owe me more. I feel like if they see a big timesheet, they want me to wait forever to get paid, which is just ridiculous. I feel like they should be paying me now this week because it's almost like 3 weeks. The last time you paid me was 2 weeks ago. Like, get going on it every 2 weeks. If you did it every 2 weeks, it wouldn't even be. It would be easier for them, and it would be easier for me. I would be happy. I don't know. I just feel like they're like lost in space sometimes. Okay. So financial things are going well. I always feel much better in the beginning of the month. It's just easier to be neat and really pay attention. But I'm doing a personal challenge where there's no Patty spending in December. Or I think I had said Patty no spending, and then I'm just reducing it, I think, to like 100 or 125. Even then, I don't really want to spend any more money in December because, there's Christmas and I gotta get some stuff in place. I have started already with some, I'm thinking of like the people that I purchased for. It's not that many. It's a very small, I think it's honestly 8 people and under, it's, and, the girls who watch Grace, I'm going to give them each a little candle from Trader Joe's, and then, a small gift certificate somewhere, like Dunkin' or, I don't know, something like that. There's one person, that we really, really have a great relationship with, and she's freaking awesome with Grace, and she'll probably just get a little bit more, and it just might be, again, it might just be a gift card for her and her wife, So, okay, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for listening. I'm really enjoying watching some Vlogmas. And planner channels. I'm back to watching planner channels, and I'm telling you, I probably haven't watched planner channels in a good year. So it's small things, but it's things that I enjoy doing that have gone to the wayside just because of my schedule, maybe just because of my mindset. I don't know. Maybe because I'm doing too much for my husband and the household. And I talked to a very good friend last night that's back in the area for some time, and she's retired, and she said it best, and I feel the same way. It's time for me and a lot of other people to do for us. We can only be responsible for us individually. I can't be responsible for my husband getting upset because I wanted to spend time. I was already planning and journaling when he came in to that room. So he took it like I didn't want to spend time with him, which is not true. He didn't ask. He didn't say, oh, okay, when can I spend time with you? Hey, I know you're doing, like he should have said, hey, I know you're doing something, but I want to spend time with you too. And I do get a little because the night before, I do a lot. From the moment I get home from work, I do a lot before I go into the office for that side hustle. I cook dinner, I make dinner for my daughter, I, go through her backpack, like little things that are so easy that he could do to alleviate me from doing them when I get home, which would make our time together, easier. We both could do an hour or two worth of work, and then we could just lay in bed and talk, or we could watch a movie, we could watch, but he just doesn't think, he's not that type of guy. He just doesn't think ahead to those things, where I just walk in and I automatically do them. And I said to him last night, if you don't go downstairs and put those boxes under the stairway, the Christmas boxes that Christmas stuff is put up, if you don't put them away tonight, I'm going to go down and put them away. And he's like, well, I'm going to do it. I told you I'm going to do it. But it's been a week, and the house looks cluttered. I don't like that. I want the house to look inviting and warm for me, so I can enjoy it. And that's the thing, people. You can only, when it comes down to it, even with kids, and I love my daughter to pieces, I will always take care of my daughter, and I will always be her voice. But in the long run, I need to do things for me that make me happy. I can't worry about your feelings and your feelings and those feelings and that one's feelings. I can't. I have very close-knit, loyal friends, and I need to appreciate them, which I do. And others that I thought were closer to me. But that is one of the lessons that I've learned in the last couple of months. So, I'm having a joy right now, and I've journaled this, speaking to a long-distance friend almost on a daily basis. I love her. You know who you are. Okay. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. That last 4 minutes was definitely a ramble. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you will like and subscribe. Bye now.